Hi guys, it's Paul. Now in this video what I want to do is share with you exactly how I build Appi Travels using our Appi Fund Cycler, and what I want to do is explain to you exactly how simple and how very easy it is to build an empire with sponsoring just 2 people initially to get started. Okay, it's very simple, very straightforward, and I think when you've seen this video you'll understand why I'm so excited about our future here in Appi Travels. Okay, so what we've got is my whiteboard behind me. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to put up this word here, sponsor. This is the most important part of understanding our business. It's your sponsor and the relationship you actually have with that person. Now to join our Appi Fund Cycler, it's going to cost you $25, okay? So that's $25, and what I advise everybody to do is enroll new people coming in with the combo pack, which is 75 plus the 25, which equals, as we know, $100, and that's a nice entry level into the business, and it really is as simple as that. Now the great thing about our platform, we've got 2 pay plans which work in tandem and work simultaneously together, and by building one side of the compensation plan we'll automatically build our pass up program on the right hand side. So this is the pass up side, so I'll put pass up over here, and this is a revolutionary system we've got which can actually help people make some incredible money, because the pass up is where the real power and the real money can be generated on our pass up platform. But for today's exercise, what I want to do is share with you exactly how I introduce and get people started and get them some momentum and inertia underneath their business to get them earning money. So we're going to bring people into what we have, the cycler. Now what you've got in the back office when you've paid your $25, you're going to have a platform that looks a little bit like this. You have to excuse my drawings, they're not the best. I can't speak and draw at the same time, but I'll try and get them as clear as I possibly can. And what you're going to see is you're going to see 6 positions. Now what you've got to understand, you're already in your sponsors matrix. Cycler rather. So what we've got here is your sponsor has already got a position with his cycler there, and you're going to go here, okay? Now what you will actually be in, your sponsor's going to have an identical back office, but you're either going to be here, 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 okay? Now depending on where you land in your sponsor's cycler depends on really 2 factors, because if for example you land here and your sponsor's actually building, you could find yourself with 2 people placed underneath you very quickly, okay? Or the person that's there, if he's actually building, then these 2 positions can be filled without you doing anything, which is kind of really cool. But what you've got to understand is when anybody hits in box 3, 4, 5 or 6, something very special is going to happen. So when somebody comes in this box, you're going to earn $25. When somebody comes in this box, you're going to earn $25. When somebody comes in this box, you're going to earn $25. And when somebody comes in this box, you're going to get a free re-entry. Okay? Free re-entry. And what that means is that this cycler will close, and then you'll find a new cycler finding the first available position following your sponsor in his cycler. And bearing in mind he's only got 6 boxes, so if he's got a few people sponsored, he's going to be going around quite quickly, and you could be ending up in any one of these 6 boxes, okay? Now very simple, very straightforward, but for the exercise of getting you started, we don't want to talk about spill, we don't want to talk about anything that actually can happen, but what is the reality of what we need to do to get you started, okay? So the first thing we want to do is help you sponsor 2 people. Sponsor 2 people. Really simple, really straightforward, and that's what we want you to do, okay? Sponsor 2 people. So for this exercise I'm going to put 2 names in. I'm going to put my name in there, Paul, and I'm going to put Dave in there, okay? So you've introduced 2 people, Paul and Dave, and that is the basis of this business, sponsoring 2 people. Now our objective is to help Paul sponsor 2 people. So let's say he sponsors Fiona and sponsors Steve. Okay, so Paul has sponsored Fiona and Steve. Now you, bearing in mind you started off with a fresh cycler, you would have earned $25 for Fiona dropping in, and you would have earned $25 for Steve dropping in. Okay, now these commissions are paid instantly into your back office. Now we've got Dave. We're going to help Dave sponsor 2 people. So he sponsors Rob and Gary. Now, as soon as Rob drops in, you've another $25, and as soon as Gary drops in, the cycler closes, and you track back, finding your sponsor and finding the first available position in one of your sponsors' 6 boxes. Okay. Now, for example, say you landed in your sponsor's 6th box, that would close your sponsor's cycler, enabling your sponsor to start off with a brand new cycler again. Okay, so this is really simple. Now the key to it is having Paul and Dave help Fiona, Steve, Rob and Gary find their 2. So what we're going to do is we're going to help Fiona find 2, 1, 2. We're going to help Steve find 1, 2. Now by doing that, by helping Paul help Fiona and help Steve find 2 people each, Paul has recycled, and what he's going to do, he will have completely cycled or recycled effectively and come back and found the first available position following you. So you're going to follow your sponsor, and the people you introduce are going to follow you, finding the first available spot back in your cycler. Now what can happen is Paul could go faster, okay, than Dave, and Paul could go round and find himself under Dave. Just depends how quickly Dave goes round. So what we want to do is we want to help Dave find 2 people, 1, 2. We want to help Gary find 2 people, 1, 2. Now, the whole basis of this cycler is to help Paul and Dave cycle every day. That would enable you to have Paul and Dave following you around on a daily basis. Now, if your sponsor's working, and you're working, and you're Paul and Dave working, guess what? Your cycler's going to start going around very rapidly. Now, I've sponsored quite a few people, so I've got quite a few people following me now round, finding these first available positions as they're completing their cycles and coming back and following me. So that's a little bit about how the cycler works, and it's all about sponsoring 2 people who find 2 people who find 2 people. So all we're doing is we're looking for people to find 2 people each, and the business will start to build. Okay, people. Now, that all to me is just the pocket money side of the business. The real money in the business is what we call at the traveller level. At the traveller level, it's going to cost you $100 to come in the cycler, and instead of paying out $25 payments, it's now going to pay out $100 payments. $100, and obviously a free re-entry. Can't spell today, so a free re-entry. Now, the Traveller cycler works exactly the same as the Explorer, no difference whatsoever. And then we go up to the Navigator, and this is where life really starts to get exciting. And the Navigator now is $250 to join, but it's paying out $250, and of course a free re-entry, going around following your sponsor all the time, and obviously with your people following you round. Now, the whole key to this business is understanding that if you work this business just sponsoring 2 people who sponsor 2 people who sponsor 2 people, this starts to work. And quite honestly, I can see people in the next few weeks having these cyclists going around, several times in an hour, and certainly several times a day. And obviously if you've got sort of multiple payments of $25 spitting out all the time, it's very exciting. But probably the more exciting part is getting up into the traveller level, where you're getting multiple payments of $100 paying out all the time. And that's where the business really is where you want to shoot to. You want to really get to the traveller as quickly as possible. Now what I urge everybody to do, as soon as you start getting your cycler working, start saving your money in your back office and then upgrading out of commissions that you're generating out of the pay plan. And of course the other byproduct of all this is of building the cycler is your pass-up system is going to be working like you can't imagine. And as you're building the cycler, yes, your pass-up program is going to be building deep down to infinity. Thanks for watching this video. If you've got any questions, get back to myself or get back to your sponsor, and we'll be only too pleased to get you on the phone or on a Skype chat and give you more details on exactly how this cycler works. But I can tell you this now, if you work the power of two, you're going to go to the top of the program real fast. Thanks for watching.